Do you ever worry about your mental health? Did
Well,
you
of
take
course.
step to protect it? Yeah, to like for the long run to make sure you have the mental strength to go on.
Yes, weirdly enough, the best thing for my mental health was giving into my innate nature to work. And the most depressed I get is when I try to restrict it and like I don't work
It's
weekends or I don't
interesting.
work this day. What's best for me is just to work when I feel like working
Mhm.
and then just not work when I don't like and just have no constraints because there are just some nights where I don't want to sleep and for whatever reason I feel compelled to go all night. Whatever. Like just do it. Do whatever you want. Is what I tell my like working brain. And I just give into it. And I feel that's where I feel the happiest. And then it's typically like and when I'm really in the grind mode, it'll be like 7 or 8 days, just nonstop going. And then it's like I'll realize like, oh, I need some recharge time, and then go fucking binge a season of anime. Yeah,
And listen to
but that's the thing.
your
Like
body.
people will tell you, don't work weekends, or don't
Yeah.
do this, or don't work past this, or blah blah. Give you all these constraints, but for me, and it's unconventional, I just give into it.
I think there's something really to be said for that. I try to surround myself with people that like when I pull an all nighter, they don't go like you should get more sleep. There's a reason I pulled that all nighter. Like if I'm
Yeah,
really passionate about something, they basically encourage it because
yeah,
I have no problem getting sleep and getting rest. What I need in my life is people that encourage you to kind of keep going with the
exactly.
stuff you're passionate about.
Normal people, they don't want that life, and they probably shouldn't. It's not
Yeah.
good for you. But yeah, is if you hang around people like just whatever different people, you're gonna feel crazy and it's gonna wear on you. Whereas if you're around similar people, it's so much easier. Like if I've started weightlifting more, and like one thing that's helped is just having jacked people around me because they naturally just eat
Yeah,
healthier. They
yeah,
do.
yeah,
Like they naturally just have freaking grilled chicken and
yeah.
all this shit and high protein meals, and it's just like easier for me to just piggyback and be like, oh, can you just order me whatever you're getting? And they're like, oh, I got to go to the gym, and I'll be like, oh shit, I'll just join you. And it's like it's cheat codes. You know what I mean? Just surround yourself with people that you want to be, and it makes it like 70% easier, in my opinion. It's like that is the cheat code to life. Um, and I wish I obviously your audience is definitely a lot older, but to the older people listening, like if you are in a place of mentorship for someone younger or have influence over younger people, you should really try to drill that in their heads. Like the people they are around 100% dictates the outcome.
Yeah.
I would not be on 120 million subscribers if I didn't find when I was around a million, I had a couple of friends that were just also psychopaths. I outgrew them, but at the time it was great, and I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for them. Um, and just all along the way, the friends that I hung out with had such a dramatic impact on where I am. Like I'd probably have 80 million less subscribers, if I wasn't so strategic about hanging out with people that I add value to and they also add value to me.
So the advice for young people would be to be very selective about the people you surround
Oh,
yourself with.
so selective. It's crazy. Like Chris, I he's really funny, and that's why he's great for the videos. And part of why he's so funny is he consumes copious amounts of cartoons and
Yeah.
just funny content. And so I'll find like when I spend more time with Chris, I'll start just quoting these weird cartoons or
Yeah.
shows, and like my speech will literally change just after like a week of spending more time with him. It's like that quick of an effect. Now picture that over the course of years. I mean, yeah, it has such a huge influence. Like pluck one of their friends out and hypothetically put me in there, and there's no doubt if they're trying to become a content creator, their odds of success is 10x, right? Obviously, you can't do that, but you got to find your closest version of it.
And just be selective. Yeah. But this also applies not just to younger, to older people too.
Agree, but
I get,
it's even more. I like when I was a teenager, I just I couldn't relate to many people, and I just thought it was like a
yeah.
fucking freak of nature because no one was obsessed with building businesses or any of this kind of stuff. And so like back then, that advice would have been helpful. Maybe not
Yeah.
that particularly,
Sure.
but just knowing that there are it's not that you're a freak of nature. You just haven't found people that have
Yeah.
the same
So
interests.
the task is not to feel sorry for yourself or somehow change yourself. It's more to find the
Find
people
people
that
you fit in with. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
assuming which you're not getting confirmation like assume it's not something bad, right? Right? Like if your hobby is shooting things,
Yeah.
or shooting things you shouldn't be shooting,
Yeah.
don't find people that encourage that.
But outside of that, for
Yeah,
sure. Uh, actually, as an answer to what is the best advice someone ever gave you, you said, "You're crazy until you're successful, then you're a genius."
100%. All along the way, people gave me so much, you know, advice on why I shouldn't be doing it, why I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Every step of the way, people wanted to tell me why I shouldn't be doing this and should get a life, should stop being too obsessed, everything under the book. And then once I'm successful, those same people are like, dang, you're, you're a genius.
Yeah.
Wow, you really, you pulled that off.
Those are probably the same people that will give you advice now. You're the most successful video creator of all time. Stick to that. Anytime you want to do something new, right?
Yeah.
They'll like pressure you not to do, feastables or mobile gaming or whatever lays beyond.
Yeah.
It's funny how people don't.
Well, honestly, they're the type of people I just don't talk to anymore.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
I wouldn't even know what they have to say now.
So most people on the team are like yes, and they're like whatever the idea you got, they're with it.
No,
Let's
I
go.
mean it's weird. We actually have my team pushes back on me pretty hardcore.
Oh, they do.
Which I want. I don't want yes men, and
Yeah.
they're like they're James, the CEO who helped me build all this. He's very adamant. Like we're not yes men, and he trains people to really think for themselves. And even when I give them orders, to like really think like, is this optimal? Is there context or information Jimmy could be missing that I could provide that could help him make a more updated decision? Like I'm not God, you know what I mean? Like I'm human and I make errors, and so don't take what I say as the Bible.
So even like in the brainstorming and so on, they can push back.
Yeah,
like
you can
this.
see it. Like Tyler,
Yeah.
anytime I said something, he would give me feedback and pushback, which is what I want. I don't want him just to be like, yes, you're a fucking genius. Good job, Jimmy. I don't need that. I need negatives.